Hello, welcome to TIO Podcast, episode 10, but we're doing it first.
Sure.
I think it's a good one to start on.
Yeah, and we are doing we're doing school, particularly our school, which we will not name, to protect the innocent.
Great school.
I just think because, this is the first podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually thought of it's basically a way of getting to know everyone better. So obviously, everyone going the names like, I'm Mickey,
I'm Simon,
I'm Tom,
and I've got basically a few simple questions for you kind of guys. It's basically one word answers only, please.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's so I'll start with Tom. Tom, cats or dogs?
Cats. Every day.
Simon, Israel or Palestine?
Obviously Palestine.
Sat on that fucking joke for like 2 months since the fucking podcast came out. I'm like, what am I going to do? This first I'm going to say, come in. I'm going to make you look like a racist.
Mickey, Jews or Nazis?
Anyway, Jews, that's a good one to say.
Right, I have the dossier. We should stick to the dossier, and the dossier said school.
I've left my fucking dossier. Can I just say, Simon went out to the printers and printed out some lovely podcast handbooks for us.
They're lovely.
Colour, A4 sheets,
quality.
The biggest thing about school was the fact that we had the art room to ourselves.
Oh yeah, the B-level art room was brilliant.
I'm pretty sure they've seen through that. I'm pretty sure they've seen through that fucking wall you've just put up to protect the identity.
Alright,
of
it's
the art room.
it's the A-level art room. We can say now because I've just realised it was knocked down after we left.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
No, it's not. It's gone. So we need to keep it alive. Tom, have you
It's
still got the
survive.
key to the A-level art room? He does it. He has it on him.
Key to the A-level art.
That's
There you
fantastic.
go, guys.
Essentially, we got given a room to...
Originally, me and Tyler, we needed somewhere to study for A-level art, okay?
Yeah,
That was the original
because
plan.
you had such a yearn to study,
I know,
didn't you, Tom?
we actually wanted to do it, but then we went
Yeah,
there
right.
and we discovered what this room was, and everything changed.
completely unsupervised.
Oh my god.
Whatever we wanted in there.
It was a
And we
room
did.
that you could lock. There's so much stuff to screw around with. I mean, oh my god. Still,
It just all of the old art projects that had been there for the last 10 years were just left to
gather dust.
yeah.
No one had any use for them, but they liked it so much that they didn't want to get rid of it.
It was
So
like
it was like a museum that no one could visit.
We brought back life to that art.
We were the life of that.
the warehouse from Indiana Jones.
Yes!
A bit like that, but
Yeah.
for old art projects.
Yeah, basically. And bigger. Yeah.
And I'd say, okay, what's the funniest thing to happen?
Oh,
one
God.
funny one I remembered quite a bit ago, but I haven't actually brought it up to you yet, Tom. It was this time when me and our mutual friend Tyler were sat in the A-level art room. Now, the A-level art room, it overhung the hall, didn't it?
Yeah.
And that's where parents' evening was being held. We had this little flap that you could pull a string and it would open up and you could see our face from like, all
like
the hall.
fucking perverts.
And it was... Oh, God, what subject was it, Tom? Art or geography?
No, probably business studies. Mickey.
No, it wasn't.
Tyler was doing business studies.
No, me and Tyler were in the room. It was Tom who was sat having his parents' evening.
Oh my god, really?
And like, I could,
Wow!
like, swear to God, we could hear what he was saying to him. He was like, Tom just pays no attention in class, at which point we've texted you telling you to look up. We're just like, my face like flashing off and on, like some mad dark bathroom. And I hear him just go, he's not paying attention now.
Oh my god.
Oh, we did not help you. Oh god.
Oh,
I looked up and I just saw his face in this little flap in front of it. I just looked away. I couldn't. I was in the middle of parents' evening.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, probably one of the most scariest moments was when Mr. Hitler. Again, it's a fake name to protect the innocent.
but he did look.
He did look
100% like a Nazi.
He did look like he's got. Honestly, he's very. What do you call it? Aryan looking. Is it Aryan? So blonde hair, blue eyes.
The epitome of the Aryan. Man.
He looked like the boxer from Rocky. You know, the sort of Russian. I must break you. That guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looked just like him, right? and he walked in. No, he looks like him.
I don't know. Google that.
Yeah, Google that shit. We'll do it later. But on it, fucking hell, he just walked in and just gave me and you the death stare.
Oh, this was because we'd been attacked by the younger years. You can't do anything to the younger years. Well, not only we were the younger years and we were fucking terrified of the older years.
Yeah.
We didn't get that.
No.
The younger years just walked the fuck all over us because they knew we couldn't hit them.
Yeah, exactly. And also, they outnumbered us 10-1. Honestly, if there's a swarm of children running towards you, you can't do shit. So they just invaded the Ale of Art room, trashed it. And then we were trying to defend the fucking Ale of Art room.
We built a fucking wall out of those things that you staple artwork to.
Honestly.
Like, the fucking construction. I didn't see this happen to begin with, okay?
Honestly.
I remember, I walked in and I was like, why the fuck is it hard to open the door?
Because I'm corrugated. You look around the corner, you're looking at me hypermating with a rod in my hands.
And like, just a tiny opening to squeeze through. And there's a maze of other blue boards.
You had to squeeze through that maze. Mr. Hitler had to do it as well. I'm just sat there
around the side, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you guys.
Oh god, Jesus.
Oh, very
that
good.
was bad. I can't believe...
I remember the worst thing you guys did when I was not there.
Right.
Okay. Like, I was ill. I was ill for like 2 days, okay? I thought, like, first thing I'll do, I'll just...
It was fucking tragic. We even went to art, got loads of like silver cards. We made him a tombstone. We really thought
really
it was
ill.
going to
I remember this. I remember this like full on because Simon, I think you had a cold at the same time, and Tom had brought in his special Kleenexes, and you tried to take one, and he just slapped you.
Get the fuck off my Kleenex! God damn it, man! I am dying here. Alright, the first thing I thought I'd do is I'd go back to the Oval Art Room. I'd left one of my gloves in there because I was like, yeah, I'll go pick that up before class. There is paint everywhere. There was this massive block of polystyrene that before had been fully whole. Okay, polystyrene everywhere. Okay, this like one of the feet from one of those movable blue boards.
Yeah.
Stuck in it like a fucking Thor's hammer.
He's still got
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah,
that's over there.
Yeah.
Like, I was, God, Jesus Christ!
It was. I
was like, this is going to be the end.
That
of the
was
art
the
room.
episode when the episode. Like it's a TV series.
Yeah.
It will become a drama. Honestly.
Every day it was.
No, that was when there was an old laptop that I was given, right, and I was smashing it up to put my art book because I had to fill it with bollocks. That's what art is. So you just fill it with shit. I got sidetracked, and Mickey was there. There was polystyrene. What do you think I did?
And specifically, I wasn't there to stop you.
No, you were not. Yeah,
that was my main role throughout.
Yeah,
okay?
your main role was to break up fights.
You know, yeah, quite fun. Okay, but then I would be there to stop them doing something actually ridiculous.
Yeah, but you know what, Tom? You didn't do well enough. I swear to God, one time I walked into the same level art room. Simon stood there, tin of paint underneath him. He just whacks it with a stick, goes all up the wall, goes all down the fucking floor. He just turns to me as if it's the normalest thing to do. He's like, all right, Mickey.
Do you know what I did for you two? I was catching on the fact that me and Mickey were just screwing around, and you guys apparently wanted to actually study.
Yeah.
So do you remember, I actually set up with those bodies an actual booth for them that they could close. Yeah. I even set up lighting with a desk and a chair so they could quietly do their work in silence as we fucked around with the rest of it.
The thing is, I couldn't because I knew that you guys were fucking around. Okay? And that I would have to go out there at some point, break this shit up.
Oh man, do you remember when you made me black out? You fucking broke my fingers, I swear to God.
Yeah, I made Simon almost pass out due to pain. And he just went absolutely mental.
I remember the time you guys made me record you, like, fly kicking Simon in the chest.
That is on YouTube. Should we include that at the end of the video?
Yes,
don't worry.
Send a link, yeah.
Don't worry, it was fine because he had a piece of polystyrene in his
can I just say,
you're a moron.
Polystyrene, can I just say, polystyrene does nothing to stop the force. Honestly, it just doesn't.
Can I just put in like my little point of view on this story? 'Cause I remember being there, just like, Simon, can I kick you over onto one of these boards? He's like, will that hurt? I'm like, no, I just put some polystyrene in. He was like, oh, okay, fine. And in the video, you can see him putting the polystyrene in.
It really fucking hurt. Because you not only just you drop kicked me, you like jumped up, held onto one of those horizontal pipes, and just swung.
Yeah, it was with 2 feet.
Kick me. Holy shit!
I hit my head doing that as well.
Yeah.
In the video, you can see me getting down and like holding my head and everything.
Oh my god. Oh, I love
yeah,
those.
it was definitely Tom and Tyler that were the parents of the group.
Yeah. Peter,
He was there some of the time.
Did
I think he
Peter-
just
yeah.
enjoyed seeing the results.
he did, yeah. He sort of saw the aftermath, laughed, and walked off. Actually, no. He came in and
Yeah.
put down his fake-ass, laminated,
Oh my god.
self-printed MTG
Oh,
cards.
yeah.
The cards
We
he chose from all 4 corners of the globe.
Yeah, we ripped the
cards
shit out of
Banned
him.
from events because they're so ridiculous. And he goes, "Oh, can I play?" No, you fucking can't.
When I play Magic the Gathering, I've made my own deck,
It's like, get fucked.
literally on
Buy a
point.
deck.
But Tom, I think you still beat him.
Yeah, you still beat him.
Yeah, I did. My elves were fucking OP.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Magic the Gathering was a huge part of that room.
It was.
Oh, Christ. No, I made a Magic the Gathering
First time I met you was in that room.
table. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Mm.
I made the Magic the Gathering table, and then I turned that into a shield,
Yes.
and then it broke.
It broke!
Because it had a handle at the top, so I was like, oh my god. So I did the Phyrexian symbol to give it power.
Oh, yes. That's
Yeah, that was our symbol. The Phyrexian symbol from Magic the Gathering was our guild symbol.
It was
our
the guild.
I
sigil.
remember
Yeah.
the day after we decided that was our symbol at home, I printed off a picture of the Phyrexian symbol, and then when I got to school, I just like blue tacked it to the front of the door.
Yes, and that stayed there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And do you
that
know
was
what? The
there for a
year
while.
10s, they didn't like touch it. They were,
No.
they were
They were like,
freaking out. They're like,
What's
"What's it?
this?
What is this shit?"
The funniest part is when you know what I'm talking about when I do his voice, but basically he just came into the A-level art room one day, looked around, oh, he's never been in here before.
Oh, Mr. Curry.
I thought you must bleep that. 'cause
No.
it's way too fucking close.
No, Mr. Hitler, and you've got Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry walked in, right?
I think the other ones.
No. On one of the out of one of the 99 days of the year, we were actually working. So the 1% were actually working in that
Oh my
room.
god.
Mr. Curry walked in, saw us quietly studying, writing away. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. How you doing? Just studying. Yeah, all right. He kicked.
Yeah, he kicked us out that day.
He kicks
That
us
was
out of the day. He walks in a room, sees kids studying, goes, "Oh, I'm gonna ban these fuckers."
Yeah, but
Wow.
the thing is, do you remember like Tyler on that day? He was going mental. He was like, alright, I'm gonna have an argument. He just kind of like recedes into a small ball in the corner.
God.
So I try and argue with him. I'm doing really well.
Do you
I'm doing
mean
really well. Anyway, I'm arguing with him, and he's going, Michael, do you even do art? I'm like, no. And that's where I've
No.
lost the argument. But that's where.
Oh god.
At that moment, oh god.
Actually, one thing we were talking about earlier, Tom, was the A-level arts final pieces. Do you know, you had that
yeah.
massive showroom, and I was there for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just.
You were just there.
You're always there. Like even Mr.
I had fucking loads to do.
was just like, yeah, sit down.
Oh.
Mr. Hitler didn't give a shit. Basically, it was a final art exam, right? And it was 10 hours long. Within the first 3 hours, I finished my sculpture, and I was like, "Oh, it's done." You know, it only fucking 10 hours, you dick. And then Mr. Hitler was like, "I've got an idea," and he just disappears for like 10 minutes. Comes out with a load of shit, wooden boxes. He's got a fan that's broken. He's got fucking a broken ass camera, and he goes, "There, do something with that." And I did. So I just honestly just ram shitting concrete
Yeah.
and shit.
But that's what I mean.
It's
You looked,
cool,
you looked like you knew what you were doing. When you were building it, it looked like you were like, "Yeah, I've come out here to do art." And just like smashing things into the ground. And don't get me wrong, you look mental, but you also look like you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
And do you know,
Alright, there was modern art.
and it just made
Worthy of the
you
Tate
know
Modern.
what? That's what it is. Like it made me laugh. Like the examiners came in, right? They looked at my several sculptures that I just shoved together, and he went, "That's degree standard, that." I was like, are you fucking serious? I just grabbed a load of shit and put it together. It's not fucking art. That's garbage.
Well, the thing is, it actually kind of is. Like, I'm at uni now, and we've been studying these people. There's a guy leant a shovel against a wall, okay, and that was art.
Oh god,
it's a snow shovel.
It's really low, isn't it?
Have you seen that?
I mean, that's the thing.
He's really fucking famous.
How can art have a grade when art is open to interpretation all the time?
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know.
I mean, obviously you can tell, oh, that's a shit drawing of a dog, and that's a good drawing of a dog.
Yeah. So, yeah. But just to make clear, Tyler, when you did about 1,000 pieces of shoes, that's not art. That you're losing your mind. I really hope you've stopped. You're studying
a lot of shoes.
He did a lot of shoes. You're studying law. I hope you're getting over that.
I'm pretty sure I remember right at the beginning of the year there was this exercise we did, and I think he just said, like, you know, draw something. Just think of something. Okay? I think I just said, like, I don't know, Tyler. Just fucking draw a shoe.
Yeah,
he latched onto that for the whole fucking year. Okay, he just carried on.
You just trying to shut him up. Oh, yeah. It's like when a kid's like, oh, what can I do? Oh, just play in the middle of the road, and he goes and does it. No, no. That's ludicrous. Don't play in the middle of the road. Don't paint shoes. Alright?
Just got this image of him as some kind of fucking mad scientist. Oh, what do you want me to do? Paint a shoe with an actual paint 1,000 shoes.
Oh god. Well, are there any sort of morals you guys have learned from school? I mean, is there a moral of the story?
Shit happens. I don't know.
Keep calm, you can always retake.
Yeah.
Keep calm, you can always retake. That was the perfect actual motto to it all.
That is our motto.
No, like, do you remember how all the other time we weren't in the A-level art room, we'd walk down to the Chippy and the co-op.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a whole line of stories.
I know.
Christ, the amount of lessons I skipped.
Yep.
To just walk down to the shops,
we were
buy
fucking
some
hungry.
fish and chips. Fucking A. No, your lunch, Tom, right? Your lunch
cheesy baps.
Was cheesy baps, banter. What else was it? Oh my god,
sugar donuts and Kit Kats.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my god, that was Tom's diet for sixth form for like 2 years, was it? Like Christ.
One year.
Oh,
I
1
left.
year.
But yeah.
Shit, you did, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, you went molten.
Don't mention any school names, you twat.
I
don't mind.
Oh, bleep it. So you went Morgan.
I went Malta.
Malta, yes. Yeah. You went to school called Malta.
Yes.
Fuck's sake. So, Tom, right, this is him in art, right? Every fucking lesson, Mr. Hitler and Mrs. Bitch would walk up to Tom and go, Tom, have you brought your art book today? He looked up, opened his mouth and said, no. This happened for months. Every lesson. Every time they asked, no, I do not have my art book. And do you know what? They didn't care because they just said to him, Tom, you're leaving at the end of this year, aren't you? Yeah? You're going to Malta. Oh, okay. I can see why you're not bringing in your art book.
Oh, God.
Basically, the fact that Tom, as his AS level art piece, as his final project, decided to design and construct his own armor made out of shiny cardboard. And I swear to God, right?
I fucking did that.
Hold on, okay. Viewers, listeners, this is just you and me for a second. Yeah, I walked into this room. It's just Tom wearing half of it, and Simon like stapling bits on like some kind of mad fucking paper mache squire.
Is that too tight, sir?
All you did was dick around with that armor for a whole year.
I did. I dicked around with it. Fucking
all you did.
So much fun.
Because I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you like art? Oh. And you just fucking around with some cardboard. It's like, that's not fucking art.
Oh yeah, sure, but when you do it.
Oh, when I do it,
you get an
A. When I do it, I spend 10 hours on it, and then it's degree standard.
Just actually, like, leading back to your A level, do you know when you were actually putting in your final piece of work, when you built that mad monstrosity of fucking. I swear there's like a fucking parasol in there. There was like a fucking bike tyres.
Yeah.
There was a camera that was just stuck in some concrete.
Yeah, that was it. Honestly.
And I'm just walking around this thing for like where they've got all their art out for 2 days talking to Tyler and Simon and you. No, you weren't there.
No.
Yeah, so it's just Tyler and Simon.
Yep.
And it wasn't until like the 4th day where Mr. Hitler actually comes up to me and goes, "What are you doing here?" "I'm bored. I'm doing an exam. Can you get out, please?"
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, as you're here, Tom, here's another story that you now have the right to defend yourself.
Okay.
I think there was more than one final art exam that you were part of, because I seem to remember when you had no preparation, right?
Oh yeah.
And you got
Yeah.
a black A3 piece of paper,
Yeah.
you put it down, and you just, with pastels, you might as well use fucking children's crayons,
Like, yeah.
Oh, you told me about this earlier.
illustrated a landscape.
Yeah.
And then he sort of looked at it after 10 minutes in a 10-hour exam, right? And he said, "Oh, I got all this shit time." So he does another, and another, and another, and another. So they all line up to form this panoramic view of this crayon landscape. And what was the art project, anyway? It wasn't fucking landscapes. How did that relate to art?
Do you know what? You've just triggered a Pandora's fucking box of Tom
Fucking
stories.
Oh my god.
I used to,
I remember that shit.
like, first time I met Tom, like legit, was in. It would have been
In
Mr.
Maths.
Mr. Bleep that part.
Uh-huh.
Mr. What do you call Allison? Mr. Allison. But Tom, you like drawing, don't you?
Yep.
But you only like drawing when you want to do drawing. If someone else
Yep.
tells you to draw, you won't fucking do it.
No,
That's why you
also,
open it off.
You only like to draw guns and spaceships.
Well, no,
That's all you did.
That was what I wanted to draw then.
We had this like
Okay,
one fucking. It was guns and spaceships. Sat in
dragons.
maths, yeah, probably like 2 weeks into the fucking year.
Yep.
And Tom puts his hand up and goes to the teacher, Mr. Allison, and goes, "I need a new book." He goes, "I've just given you a new book." No, it's full. I swear to God, Mr. Allison, he just skims past 3 pages. And then there's like 3 pages of maths, and like 60 odd pages of guns and spaceships.
Yeah.
And he looked like he was going to hit you.
Well, you know, I had no idea.
You
I
can't
didn't
stifle my creativity, so.
No.
No,
I
you-
don't know if you remember. Maybe you weren't there on that day, but I walked into the lesson,
Yeah.
and I was drawing like this dragon on my book, but I started it and I realized like I've done the dragon's hand, and this fills the entire page, so I just left the book where it was and just continued on the table, and I did this huge like front half of dragon with like the head and like loads of the back and the top bit of the arm, and like I thought it was fucking amazing. And then Mr. Elliot came over and was like, "Hey Tom, how much work have you done today?" And I was like, "Not a whole lot, sir, but yeah, I quite like this." And then he said, "Are you gonna rub that out?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, I am. Don't worry.
I do apologize.
I remember as well when we went. Mickey led us off on an adventure. I would like to say we were in the park and we were just going to do our usual like sort of usual play like manhunt, and then you led us over the river
Oh, yeah.
through like 3 fields
Mhm.
to this like line of hedges.
Yes.
And there happened to be a bunch of sticks.
So many bamboo sticks.
Bamboo sticks, yeah.
Yep. And we fucking
We
had,
fought.
We had a melee.
It's the fact that we were out there on break, and then we found those sticks, and we were like, "Fuck it, we're not gonna match."
Fuck that
Oh, you like got some proper Lord of the Rings soundtrack,
shit. Yeah.
and like you like shoved it against the camera you're using to record it. Everyone slaps that, and then like we were like shit against each other, me and Mickey. And then I was like, and I won the fight, right? And I was like, I'm feeling big and tough, right? Tom, I'm gonna have you.
Yep.
Like 2 seconds later, he removed the stick and just sliced my legs. Oh my god!
But I swear to God, that night, although exam period and should have been revising, went home, watched some sword fighting videos on the internet, came back the next day and fought you both.
Yep.
It was the opposite of learning, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was sixth form was a lot of fucking about.
It was.
Yeah.
Which, considering like how stressed out I got about it, what the fuck?
I know.
Because it means nothing. It's literally fucking pointless.
It is.
Anyone out there doing A level or sixth forms, it's not fucking pointless.
It's worth a good
It's
amount.
totally fucking pointless. Any last words for anyone in the last 15 seconds?
Keep calm. You can always retake.
Good night, people of YouTube, everywhere.
Have fun watching whatever the fuck it is you want.
God bless.
Does it stop, right?
Yeah.